August 16th, 2023. Freedom Corner Digest and Update, J6 info. We're on the mall here in Washington, D.C. Right out in front of the Department of Agriculture. Nice warm day here on the mall. Got flags out. Got people walking all over the place. Got a slice of urban life today. The J6 Digest. New African American Museum, which I haven't been in yet. Apparently you got to make a reservation and get a ticket before you go in there. You got the Washington, whatever you call it, monument to Osiris. It's disgusting once you know, folks. It's disgusting once you know. Getting any chat, but figure it out sooner or later. There we go. Hello, MW. Hello, Sherry Thomas. I see no chat. I see chat now. Alright, good. Thought we were having the same problem as yesterday. I lost the chat. We got good reception. We got a beautiful day. J6 update. Freedom Corner update. Hopefully get through it really quick, but I don't know if we will. Found found myself a nice shady spot over here, doing a little urban reporting. I am not some pasty looking guy sitting in a basement giving you news. I'm boots on the ground, seeing it with my own eyes, showing it directly to you, no editing, raw J6 news. MW. Go. Got a nice shady spot here under a tree at the Department of Agriculture. I think they're in charge of like everything. National parks, farm stuff. Man, I gotta get the right glasses to see the chat while I'm talking. So I can't really read the chat while I'm talking. But so when I stop talking and go like this, that's when I'm reading the chat. If you got questions, try to hit that time when I do that. All right, let's just start with the Freedom Corner news. Got started, we had a big rainstorm right before. I got drenched, but it felt good. And then changed clothes, go to the Freedom Corner, getting all set up. Sherry taps me on the shoulder, points up the hill. And here comes Baltimore Steve, man. Looking good and ready to wave a flag again, man. So maybe we'll get an interview with him sometime and find out what happened to him. But he is back in action, and we're glad to see it. We're glad that we know we got tabs on you now, Steve, man. Way to go, bud. Glory B led us off with a nice prayer. Sherry had an announcement yesterday that we have all been waiting for. We got it, definitely, for sure, no more delays, without a doubt. Bart Shively is going to get out on Friday. Glory, hallelujah. When all these haters say that we don't get anything done at Freedom Corner, Bart is out, not in large part, but we had a part in getting Bart released in order to get his cancer treatments taken care of, and now we want to make him have a good landing. So he's going to need everything right now. So I believe there is a Bart Shively GiveSendCo page. He has really no family. He had like 2 dogs when he got arrested that were like his companion dogs. So we'd like to see Bart land on his feet, man. Bart, we love you, bud. We got a phone call from Matt Da Silva, and this guy is really interesting to hear talking on the phone. The J6ers are special people. They got brains. They know how to digest information. They know how to deliver a message with their mouth. Told us about Antifa sending letters to them in the jail. And then on the letter, the return address is another J6er's address outside of the jail, as if the return address on the envelope is a J6er. Well, the jail opens up all the mail. They read it all, and inside there's messages like Antifa didn't do anything wrong, which just causes problems for the J6ers in the jail. And the jail just acts like, oh, we don't know, you're guilty of Antifa now. And there's got to be some kind of federal crime about messing with the post office like that. That's a federal agency. Maybe one of the better federal agencies, but man, we got to keep an eye on them guys. Money just disappears over there at the United States Postal Service. You also mentioned that we still don't have the security footage. We still don't have it. What's the guy's name? McCarthy. Come on, man. What's up with that? Why are they hiding that? It's obvious why they're hiding that. Okay, that was a phone call taken by Mickey on the corner. But Mickey was taking this phone call from Matthew Da Silva. It's a 15-minute phone call, starts at 30 minutes into the video from last night. And they had a great discussion about the courts here, about freedom, about America, about liars, about incompetency. That's a really good 15 minutes, man. If somebody could put a clip like that and just put it out there, it'd make that easier to find. There'd be a language warning on that clip, by the way. Things get tight, man. We're talking about our freedom, our existence here in our country. And during that phone call, a Sleepy Joe clear and concise. And then the phone call ends, and then Mickey goes on for another minute, and then Nicole gets on and starts talking about the Judicial Watch hearing that they attended yesterday, and just the malarkey involved with having to sue your government to get information that they compile with our money and file away, and we gotta sue them in court to get it. And now, a year and a half, 2 years down the line, we're still talking about it. The wheels of just us turn slowly. At 55:20, there was a great flag wave. And then, at 56 minutes into that video, this photographer comes, just walking right down the middle of us, waving flags, and starts taking pictures. And, that happens, but this guy just walked right into the middle of us, and not 1 minute later, the chick with the bullhorn and the screechy machine, and the one with she's practicing her demon yell. She's getting really good at her demon yell. She shows up, and he starts snapping pictures of her, So whatever that cost them to put together, I don't know. We just wasted bullets. They just wasted bullets that night, because we went on to have some freaking awesome flag waving after that. We got one more phone call, and I couldn't really hear it. We got the national anthem phone call. The sound was really bad because they're screeching with bullhorns across the street. So this woman's name is Patricia Aquino. She's some type of a council member in D.C. She's in charge of a ward. I don't know how it works, but she's some kind of elected position. If you got nothing to do today, try to find that out, where she works. Give her a phone call, let her know you don't condone her actions. She thinks it's uncivil behavior. There's nothing good can come of what she's doing, She's just acting in a hateful way. And then at 1:41, I don't like to show these guys. I don't like to put them on camera because they're irrelevant, but I gotta show you what's going on. It's hard to know what we're talking about unless you actually see it, all right? So at 1:41 in the video, I zoomed in on her, followed her around. You can see how disgusting a person she is. She's acting like she's having a good time. She has a smile on her face. She knows how to work a phone. And then she hits a button on the bullhorn that makes it go like siren, and she sets it down so it just blasts us over here while she smiles and gets on her phone. Or she'll get her other screechy machine out and make demon noises and shriek and make disgusting noises. So I had to zoom in on it for a while, man. There you have it, America. There you have it. That's life in D.C. That's free speech in D.C. Is that free speech where you live? I don't think so. Okay, we got Stalkers. So that Patricia Aquino girl, she has no life. All she does is hates us. So she goes out of her way to find out where we're gonna be, and it's not a hard task to do because we live stream everything. And they just show up at places we are. And so when we try not to, I don't want to give them any airtime. They are worthless, irrelevant pukes. And I'm not even going to show them. So if there's something going on in a video that I'm obviously ignoring, that's what's going on. All right, so the comment section in these videos is a great place to have a dialogue. We can chat in the chat, but like the comment section is what most people see. Like when they're not subscribed to YouTube, they're just flipping around on YouTube. They can see the comments, but not the live chat. So if you got poignant stuff to say, put it in the comment section after the video's done. How do we make this easier for you guys? We're putting out information that nobody else is putting out. These are our patriots who have been in prison for 953 days, some of them, and the prosecution is continuing. Donald Trump is a J6er now. How do we make this easier? And we need some strategies. I'm saying flags up. Flags up. See that? Everywhere I go, I get out of my van and I put that flag in that little tube on the back. So there's no doubt about it who owns that van. I'm saying flags up, patriots. This is how we show it. You remember the day after 9/11, how many flags were flying around this country? Flags up for the political hostages. And then, the cherry on top, the absolute cherry on top of our tour yesterday, silly for him, solved the mystery of the blue rooster. All right, and now I'm looking at the comments. She solved the mystery of the blue rooster. This is too weird. All right, I'm just gonna flip this around. There we go. Ah! There we go. Oh man, the chat's on like double now. Anyways, alright, I can't read any chat right now. The mystery of the blue rooster was that stupid blue rooster on the roof of the art museum across the street from the courthouse. It looks ridiculous. They call it art, and it's a big blue cock, okay, on the roof. This is humiliation tactics. It offends me every time I look at that blue rooster, and I didn't know why. Silly for him, found the sculptor of that blue rooster, and we found out that museum got it for free because somebody donated it. And we found out that people were going, we don't like the blue rooster, we want you to take it away. But it became a congealing moment for Trump haters, and they made it a symbol of resistance to Trump and decided to leave it stay on the roof. Isn't that a great DC story? It's unbelievable. They got symbolism all over the place. Big blue clock on the roof. A big crooked sculpture right behind the building. All this you can see out the windows of that courthouse. They're humiliating us right to our faces. Alright, I'm gonna take a moment. That's it for J6 News, folks. Thanks for following along. I'll try to figure out this text stuff. The reporter, I'm seeing some questions. The reporter, I think, was from Huffington Post. In other news, there's a J6er in jail. His name is Greg Rubenacher, and he called us a couple times at the Lewisburg Vigil. I talked to him. He's a musician. He mentioned that he's writing hundreds of songs while he's in jail here. I think he's got another year and a half to go. He's a musician, and I never had a chance until this morning to look up some of his music. It's on YouTube. It's called Greg Be Real. Gregbeereel. And I like listen to 3 tunes. It's rap music, but it's chill rap music. I kind of liked it. So if you're into music, this Greg Rubenacher guy, I'm sure when he gets out of jail, he's going to have a lot to say, and I kind of like his style. So I'd like to introduce Ron J to him too, man, because they're similar. You know how Ron J's like cool rap, he's kind of yelling it loud in your face and stuff. Okay, I just found out this morning that there is, in Lahaina, Maui, where that big fire just happened, there's a media-free zone around it. Like, how does that work out? A media-free zone, so we can't find out anything about what's going on in there unless we go to the media-free zone police and ask them? I mean, come on, man. So this is the same guy who was sheriff in Las Vegas when that shooting happened. He is now sheriff there, and he does a media-free zone around the disaster. Outrageous, paradigm-busting bullshit. Here's 2 paradigm busters I thought about today. There's terms that you just never heard of before, and all of a sudden they start laying it out there all the time. They'll put the same word. You'll hear a word, and it'll be, wow, I kind of never heard that before. And then in 2 or 3 days, all the people are saying that word, including people here, you know. I remember witnessing that when Beavis and Butthead came out, okay? I didn't watch Beavis and Butthead. But when I got on a school bus, all of a sudden, everybody started talking like Beavis and Butthead. And I didn't know what was going on. Everybody started going, heh, 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 heh. You know, how Beavis and Butthead do that. And it stuck with me ever since. So they do the same thing. One of these terms that I've never heard of before was lack of standing. Remember when the election came out and we had all this evidence and we're like, cool, all we do is go to court with it. And we're there. We prove it. We got the goods. And then all of a sudden they laid this lack of standing on us. Now, I'm not an attorney. I'm just a dude trying to figure out how my government works for a long time now. And I never heard lack of standing. So I really still can't exactly put my finger on exactly what it means, but that's how they stymied us. Another one of these terms was during the sickness, the term asymptomatic came out. Now I know technically that's a Latin Greek medical term. It has been around before, but I never heard it just parlayed around in common chat, you know? Asymptomatic meant you can have a disease but not show symptoms. And we all heard about typhoid Mary and you know that, but like all of a sudden this new sickness was asymptomatic. It was like another reason to fear, another boogeyman they put up. So there was 2 I thought about. Back on the paradigm busting topic. Okay, Trump. We didn't talk about this, but Trump, I guess, got indicted again in Georgia or whatnot. I don't know if he's going to show up. I don't know what's going to happen. It's a clown show anymore. I'm so disgusted with it, I can't follow it anymore. But it's a reality. I got to keep tabs on it. And Trump put out a truth. So Trump is on Truth Social. You want to know what's going on? Get on Truth Social and subscribe to Trump. Report on the presidential election fraud in Georgia will be presented at 11 a.m. Monday from Bedminster, Georgia. Okay? So on Monday, there's a whole report that's written on the fraud that occurred in Georgia, and Trump's going to present that on Monday and claims it will exonerate everybody in the Georgia case, which means it's going to flip it on its head. So I'm looking forward to that. But I don't know. I heard like they have till Friday to report. It's just goofy. And the people running the prosecution there are like children. Listen to them talk. They're children. Ted Nugent had a good term I liked called Uncle Sam traders. Uncle Sam traders. That's what this whole city is full of Uncle Sam haters, traders. So all this is happening to Trump. This is the 4th indictment on bullshit charges, and not one single DA, district attorney, or one single attorney general has stood up and called foul. Not one bar association has called foul. What do you see, America? What do you see? Control. That group is controlled. And Trump also claims that the Department of Defense and Space Force have the real results of the 2020 election. And on top of all that, just think of the irony of attempting to prosecute Rudy Giuliani, one of the 18 co-defendants in the Georgia case, on RICO charges. Rudy Giuliani made RICO charges famous when he took down the mob in New York City when he was the top attorney there. That's how he became famous. That's how he became Rudy. And how ironic, how humiliating is it to get charged on the very same charges that you mastered and wielded skillfully to take down crime in your city. The irony, the humiliation. Well, that's all I got for today, folks. And I really can't figure out what's going on with my chat here. Oh, wait a second. All right, I see what I did. But now the chat's not scrolling. Swipe left. I don't know. All right, y'all, this is boring listening to me try to figure this out. I might start cussing. I'm gonna shut her down, and maybe we'll do something over at the courthouse. We'll see. It's a beautiful day in DC. So yeah, we'll probably do something. All right, I see Carrie's Musings was here. Cheese Shannon, Ridgeline, hey. Hawaii official said state taking over land. Yes, there is something about how Maui wants to be the first AI government. And they're going to have a hearing on that in September. We got to keep an eye on that. All right, I think chat's working now. Chill. How is that possible or legal? They say all the charges are bogus, but they're making a mockery of our justice system. So you can't figure out how they get away with doing this illicit procedure in court. charges were filed before the jury voted down there. Faith and country, yeah, I know. One step at a time, man. I'm having a hard enough time figuring out one venue here. GG Trish. Oh, and by the way, everybody, Stevie B is probably an Anarchy Princess. Delete her forever. I will not negotiate with somebody who blares a siren bullhorn at me. Oh, I didn't even see that. That's so cute. All the kids. God bless them. Oh, strong. Their mothers and fathers. So we got through the J6 News in like 13 minutes, I think. We're getting better at that. Probably end up making that just a segment. Or somebody could clip it and clip it down to that. All right, y'all. I love you, Patriots. We'll go on discussing this and see you later. For sure, Freedom Corner, but we'll see about the courthouse. This is Jericho. Over and out.